Hey VC, it's Jonathan, your cheap and cheerful record collector. I hope everybody's doing well out there today. And now the first part of the holidays are behind us. I hope everybody who celebrates had a happy Hanukkah or a Merry Christmas. And today is the start of Kwanzaa, so I guess it's a cool Kwanzaa. I hope everybody got a chance to get together with family and friends and not too stressful, able to enjoy their time and had enough to eat and got all the presents they wanted and maybe stuff they didn't even want. Now we're going into the New Year coming up this week, which is just mind-blowing to me that we're actually into 2024 coming up. Should be a very interesting year, 2024. Anyway, if you saw my last video, you saw that I was going through my record collection alphabetically, going by category. And as I was going through, I was pulling out records that I really don't listen to, stuff I've been sitting around, and maybe I listened to it once or twice. And so I put together about 6 records, and they were sort of ones I got when I bought a collection about a year or two ago, all sort of audiophile copies. I have everything on Discogs, so I looked them all up, and all 6 records together, Discogs median price was like $320. So I took it to a local place, which has a chain in Maine and New Hampshire. And I brought them into them because they buy records, and I showed it to them. And I said, what can you give me for them? And the woman says, okay, let me go through them. Give me like 15 minutes. So I'm browsing through the records they have there. And about 15 minutes, she calls me over. And I said, okay, what can you do? And she goes, well, I can give you like $30. So I said, for which one? She goes, no, for all of them. And I said, no, they're worth like $300. I expect maybe half of the $300, like $150, because you got to make money too. She goes, oh, no, $30 best I can do. So I packed them all up and took them to a local place downtown here in Portland, who I have done business with before. If you've been in Portland before, a place called Moody Lords, and they just expanded to twice the size they were before, and they do a great job. And I know the people there, so I brought the records in, and he went through them, the same exact stack of records that they offered me $30 for. He went through them all and says, how about $162? And I said, now you're talking my numbers. So I got that $162. I had some other records in the pile also, and I went to another store, got some extra money. So all of a sudden I had like $230 altogether. And of course, it was burning a hole in my pocket. And I looked online, and of course I saw a number of different websites, Sound of Vinyl and You Discover Music, etc., were all having 30% off sales. So I took this free money and I went and bought myself some things that I actually want and things I would listen to. The first one, this is all new stuff. First one is one of the last Beatle albums that I need to complete my collection, and it's a new pressing of Beatles for Sale. I saw this when I was in London a couple weeks ago, and they had a original mono. I wanted like 65 euros for it. Much too expensive for me. And this is a remastered from 2020, I think it was. And it was 30% off. So again, except for the only other album I need by the Beatles I really would like for my collection would be Let It Be Naked, which finding on vinyl is very hard. But maybe someday they'll re-release that and I can pick up a copy. But short of that, this really completes my Beatle collection. I don't have every variation. I don't have the UK mono pressings from 1964 of each album or whatever it is. I don't have all the different variations of all the, the White Album and Sgt. Pepper's, whatever. I have one copy of each. I have clean copies. That's really all I need. So that really completes my Beatles search, except for that Let It Be Naked. The other I picked up other ones. The other ones I picked up, these were 2 by one of my favorite artists, and I know he's it's an acquired taste, but I love him, and it's Tom Waits. And this is his album Bone Machine. This is newly remastered, and I got the black vinyl. Whenever they have black vinyl or colored vinyl, and you have a choice, I always go with the black vinyl. And I also got The Black Rider by Tom Waits. Wanted both of these, And when I saw them at 30% off and I had that extra cash lying around, I just had to add them to my collection. Again, both black vinyl. You know, I don't care about the colored vinyl. If they have it and that's all my only choice, I'll get it if it's a record I want. But if it's, I have a choice. The black vinyl was like $2, $3, $4 less expensive. Not that important to me to get the colored vinyl. Another one I've been looking for a while. I had this on CD for years and really happy to have it on vinyl now. And it's Wilco, and this is Yankee Hotel Foxtrot. Love this record, just so great. And again, this is black vinyl, nothing special with the label. Nothing you have to see there. But what's nice about this one is that there is a lyric sheet, which I appreciate. And actually 2 lyric sheets, one for each album. That's that, and lyrics on the back. But yeah, Jeff Tweedy, really like this album. And I found out, no, I'm sorry. Yeah. Yes, Jeff Tweedy. What year was this one? No, this is a 2022 repress. I don't have the exact date on when this was first put out. But I've had this on CD for years, and I really like it. So I was really happy to be able to pick that up on vinyl. Next one is also a Jeff Tweedy, but this is before Wilco, and it's Uncle Tupelo. And this is their album Anodyne, another one that I had on CD and was looking to get on vinyl. Again, when I saw that 30% off, I couldn't resist. Sort of rootsy rock, great album. And I just discovered, I didn't realize that on one song, they're joined by Doug Somm from, oh, this one happened to be clear vinyl. And there's the label. Sorry. Whoop, there you go. Clear vinyl. Boom. There's the label. So, another great album, and really happy to add this to the collection. And the last one I got, last new one I got, another one which I had been looking for a while. Again, had it on CD, was looking to get on vinyl, and it's the great late John Prine. And this is his album, In Spite of Ourselves. This is basically an album of duets he does with all different women. The first song, one of my favorites, is We're Not the Jet Set, with the old Chevrolet set, with Iris DeMent. He has duets with Connie Smith, Lucinda Williams, Trisha Yearwood, Melba Montgomery, Emmylou Harris, etc. Love this record. Really glad to have it on vinyl. I haven't even opened it yet, as you can see. Got so much new stuff, haven't had a chance to dig into them yet. But yeah, that's going to be hopefully this afternoon, digging into that one. And then I'm at the store where they bought the records from me. I'm digging through their records. They just expanded. And I see this there. And it's not new, but it plays like new. And I don't have anything by him except for this. And I have a number of friends who love this guy. So I figured I'll give it a try. And it's Jason Isbell. And this is his album, Sirens of the Ditch. Limited edition, color exclusive. Still sealed. 2-record set. And it's in this, I don't know, greenish, marbleized color. There's a label. And I spun this twice now. I like it. It's good. He definitely is channeling Tom Petty on a number of these songs. He has that real Tom Petty thing working on it, which I have no problem with. It's good stuff. So I enjoy this album. I don't know how they got it, but again, it's still in strength, plays like new, and I paid a lot less than new for it. So that was really good. Also there, I grabbed this one because, well, you know, I'm a blues hound. So I jumped on this as John Lee Hooker. And this is his album, Plays and Sings the Blues. This is an original Chess Master repress. First came out in 1961. And this is on the original Chess Masters, which is a great label for inexpensive blues albums. just wonderful. And yeah, it's not original from '61. So what? I don't care. This is from '86. MCA, Chess, original masters, the great John Lee Hooker. Not a lot of boogie on this. It's really early before he got into a lot of that boogie stuff. So he has The Journey, I Don't Want Your Money, Madman Blues, Worried Life Blues, Please Don't Go. Just great stuff. Accompanied with Eddie Kirkland on bass on one song, but basically it's just John Lee. Can't go wrong with John Lee Hooker. Also, I saw this when I was there picking up records. This was, I went down to Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and which is about an hour from me. And the same chain that wouldn't give me any money for the records, they have a store there. And I went in, they had a big selection of blues. And that's where I got that John Lee Hooker. And I also picked up, while I was there, Memphis Slim and Willie Dixon. And this is on Folkways, the songs of Memphis Slim and Willie Dixon on that blue Folkways label, we all know. And nice thing, it came with the original. All the Folkways stuff, they used to always have a little booklet that came with it. So this comes with a booklet with a lyric sheet, which is really nice. And on the back, Folkways. And as I say to a lot of people, I'm old enough and lucky enough that I saw Memphis Slim and Willie Dixon together in 1965 at the Newport Folk Festival. That was the weekend of my 16th birthday, and I was a junior counselor in a camp near there. And we get a day off one day a week, and one of the other counselors had a car, and he said, I'm going to the folk festival. So we all jumped into his car and we drove to Newport, and we spent the day walking around. They used to have like a big field, and they had little stages all around the field. So there'd be a bluegrass stage, and there would be a topical song stage, and there would be all these different kinds of stages all around the area. No mics or anything, just people playing straight out acoustic. But behind the main stage at night, this day they had a blues stage. So I went to the blues stage, of course. Even at 16, that's what I wanted. And I got to see these two guys, Memphis Slim and Willie Dixon, playing, which was just fantastic. And then, of course, when they left, the next band out after them was the Paul Butterfield Blues Band. And they plugged in, they were one of the few bands to plug in electric. And even though there was only maybe 150, 200 people there, half of them ran away because it was too loud. And the rest of us pushed our way to the front. And I got to see Paul Butterfield Blues Band with Mike Bloomfield and Elvin Bishop. And it was that night that Dylan went electric, but we had to leave because the guy was going back to camp. So we left around 5:30, 6 o'clock, and didn't get to stay at night to see Dylan go electric. So I missed it by like that much. Anyway, Memphis Slim, Willie Dixon. Also there, I saw this album, which I picked up, which again, you know, if you watch my videos, I really like that newgrass stuff. And this is one of my favorite musicians. And it's David Grisman. And this is his album, Hot Dog. And this is from '79. And he's backed up by Tony Rice, Daryl Anger, and other people we don't know that much, but Tony Rice. And one song has Stephen Grappelli from Django Reinhardt, Stephen Grappelli on it with him on Horizon Records. There you go. Can't resist anything I see. Anytime I see David Grisman or Tony Rice, I just got to grab it. So really happy to add this to the collection. This is a great album, plays beautifully, and it is a gold label promo there. And then I had two of the two by this gentleman. There's the other one. Just passed away recently, and really love him, love his stuff. And that's Leon Russell. And this is his album, Hank Wilson Volume 2. I have also Hank Wilson Volume 1, where he does straight up country music. It's just great. He does Wabash Cannonball, Tennessee Waltz. If You've Got the Money, Honey, I Got the Time, Tumbling Tumbleweeds, Waltz Across Texas, I Saw the Light, I'm Moving On. Just one of the great musicians of our era. There's the label. You know, Leon Russell played piano for virtually everybody. Great studio musician. Also did the, with Joe Cocker, Mad Dogs and Englishmen. That was his band, backing him up there. So I got that one. And then I saw one more by Leon, and I couldn't resist. And this is called, I haven't listened to this yet, called Americana. And this is from 78. And I haven't listened, same label, haven't listened to this one yet. Nice inner sleeve though. Psychedelic. Yeah. So, haven't heard it, but I'm sure, being Leon, and it's called Americana, I'm in for something good. Let's get started. From Maine to Mexico, Midnight Lover, Ladies of the Night, great Leon Russell. Speaking of newgrass, like I did with the David Grisman album, here's another one I picked up, and another one of those guys, whenever I see his records, if I don't have it, I have to grab it, and it's Norman Blake. And this is his album, Nashville Blues, 1984, on Rounder. Great guitar player, great singer-songwriter, but more a musician than anything else. What a great guitar player. Mandolin, guitar, does some singing, sings fine, but just great. Norman Blake, one of the best. Another sort of early roots Americana kind of music band, which I picked up, the Goose Creek Symphony. This is also, this is earlier. This is probably from, I want to say 67 or 68 on Capitol. Again, haven't had a chance to spin this yet. I got to give it a good cleaning. It's still a little dirty. From Goose Creek, located in southern Kentucky, beneath the fuzzy-edged sun and trees surrounded by clean, fresh air. A restful place with a buzz of crickets not far removed. The reply was, I am a lump of clay, but I was placed beside a rose and caught its fragrance. Ah, yes. So, Goose Creek Symphony. So, looking to get into that. And last but not least, one jazz album. I didn't get any jazz this time, but this one, again, I had to grab it. And it's Stan Getz, The Best of Two Worlds, featuring Joao Gilberto, Go from Ipanema, the guy who wrote it, on Columbia. So yeah, again, I haven't had a chance to listen to this one yet either, but I'm sure it's a great album, Stan Getz. So that's what I got today. Again, hopefully I'm not going to be buying too much this year. I went through my collection and I looked on Discogs. I have everything listed on Discogs, and it turns out in 2023, I bought approximately 325 albums, but I probably got rid of 150 to 200 that I pulled from my collection to sell. So it's probably a net gain of 100, 125 albums for the year, which is not too bad. Hopefully next year I can sort of keep it down, spend more time enjoying what I have, digging into my collection, and buying less. But again, something comes up, I'm not going to say no. Okay, hey, thanks for watching. Really appreciate you taking your time out of your day. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. Hit that, give me a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I want to thank all my new subscribers. I'm over like 2,100 subscribers now, which I never in a million years imagined I have that many people watching my videos. But I do appreciate it. And until next time, peace.